Well, when I was at Blackburn, I think we got the end of the season, and I always have you let your hair down, everybody goes out and has a drink, don't they? So we did that. We did it in Manchester, and I was living in Salford Quays at the time. I was living at my agent's house. So come back, obviously got dropped off in the taxi just at the barriers, start walking along, and we'd had a proper skinful. All the lads were drunk, it was the end of the season, no more games to play, so I was walking along the promenade there where the water is, and those seats where, I would say the older generation just sit down with their sandwiches.
Bobby Gould. Yeah. That's what you mean? Yeah. The Bobby Goulds of the world.
They sit and they watch the geese and everything in the water, etc., blah, blah, they stay there for about, I don't know, an hour, don't they, just to chill out. Well, I obviously thought I'd got home, got in the room, I was that drunk, so...
But you weren't, you were outside?
Well, like a park bench, but... You know where I'm come from, don't you? Yeah, I was outside. So, I don't know why I did it, but I left my clothes on, obviously.
Hold on, sorry. You sat down at this sort of park bench thing outside, and you thought you'd got into your...
Yeah, I thought it was home.
Okay.
So then what I did after that...
Must have a big lounge.
My wallet...
Yeah. Okay, yeah. With geese and ducks. Extravagant, your lounge, Michael?
Oh, no, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I got, the strangest thing was, I got my wallet out and lay it on the floor next to the bench. Then I put my phone next to the bench and all my spare change and even my keys. And I lay on the bench and I must have obviously fell asleep on there. And the next thing I knew, the police are waking me up. And it was hours later as well because it was light when they woke me up.
Yeah.
Said, excuse me. And I said, yeah, hello.
What are you doing in my room?
Yeah, but stood next to them was my agent who I was living with at the time. So what the police had done, they'd picked my phone up, seen the last dial number, they'd rang the last dial number, which was my agent. He
lucky.
Came down from me, I know.
Knowing you, that was very lucky. Yeah. That could have been any lady.
You're shocked.
Hello, Michael. Actually, it's Officer Dibble here.
It's his agent. But yeah, no, he came down the stairs and, that was pretty much it.
So you woke up and you
I
thought,
woke up
where
on
am
a
I?
park, well, not a park bench, outside of Salford Quays, on a bench, and anybody knows that area, they'll know if you roll off the bench and roll underneath the barriers, you're in the water.
I know where you're coming from, Adrian, but I think if you look at, the top four, sorry, I've just got an opera singer singing.
I think she's great.
He's fantastic. She sounds better than me, anyway.
You want to tweet a picture?
I'll try and get one in a second. But no, when they got off to the great start against Man United on the Monday night.
It's brilliant.
Oh,
yeah, just shut up, I want to listen to her.
Shut
up. No,
not
you.
I'm trying to talk here.
It's a bit of culture on talkSPORT.
Oh, God. I'll bite her.
Is that the half-time entertainment?
Oh my God, I don't know what's going on.
Is it ABB? She's making more sense than he does in his press conferences. Where were we anyway?
We're talking about Everton and Everton's season.
Yeah. I think the defining moment of their season was that Wigan game. I know it might sound harsh, but it was a game they really should have won. They had to win, and they got battered in it, didn't they? That quarter-final.
Yeah, they did, yeah, and it was, a crazy 3 minutes where they just they conceded all those goals.
She's giving it some, she is.
Give me 5 minutes, I'll run down and turn our volume down. My God! Get the noise down, woman! Oh,
she did.
Yeah. But yeah, I watched Everton in both competitions this season when they got knocked out of the Capital One Cup at Leeds as well. And he knew that was an important competition because he thought he could go all the way in it. And when they didn't, I just knew how disappointed he was. They ended up then taking the FA Cup very seriously, obviously that you would expect that anyway. And when they lost against Wigan, God, I can't concentrate. It was, she's finished, I have to cut right. Give her a round of applause.
Brilliant, that is superb. Do you know what, actually I'm going to leave it there, Mickey. It's been, you didn't need to say anything. It was just fantastic at the DW Stadium. This is Matchday Live on talkSPORT.
The good and bad of sporting autobiographies, Mr. Michael Gray.
Well, the good thing for me is I don't read books.
I don't read.
Because
Don't or can't?
Probably both. I would say probably both. I just couldn't get into it. I've tried, and I'll be truthful with you, I've read 2 books in my life. I read Lenny McLean, the
Dogger by Shirley Hughes,
and I read. So the bad for me is as well. I read Paul Gascoigne's book, and I got to the end of it, and I thought, right, brilliant, okay, he's come through his demons and everything. And then the day after I'd finished his book, he was on the front page and the back page of the papers that he'd been found having a drink and everything, etc. And I thought, oh, right, okay, well, it just put me off.
Yeah.
And people hand me books, look, I'm not saying all of the time, but I've been handed them since, so I just cannot get...
It's quite nice as well. How's that a football tune? That's the theme tune to The Apprentice.
And that's what we come out to at Sunderland. There you go, thank you very much.
So you're going to get them to come in and
there you go.
Get him to hum.
Yeah, I've got to keep it northern, haven't I?
You're going to get him to come in and hum Prokofiev.
Come on. Yeah, but then it goes into, baby, I'm ready to go.
Which, yeah, Republic are very northern.
There you go.
Yeah. I love the fact that Bladen Races is not northern enough
I'm
for
not
Michael.
having Bladen Races. I'm not agreeing to that.